Good morning. Wanted to give you a little update on my cancer treatment stuff. So it's 2 weeks now. Today is Friday. I started 2 weeks ago Monday. I started doing radiation every day, Monday through Friday, and I do 2 rounds of chemo every day, Monday through Friday. Also, one in the morning, one in the night. Then I take Saturdays and Sundays off. And I was real nervous on the first day. Wasn't sure how it was going to go. And it went fine. So far, at the end of this day, it'll be 2 weeks worth of the treatment. The radiation stuff seems to be okay. There may be a little sensation of rawness, I guess, in my bowels, maybe. The doctor there said that as time goes on, I'll probably get more raw, and I might have to use some, like diaper rash ointment or something if I get too raw. I know it's kind of gross, but I'm just trying to give you an update in case you got this kind of cancer, this rectal cancer, and you're going through the same type of treatment. That's what this whole video is for other people to kind of see it and see how what I consider myself a normal guy reacts and goes through it. And then the chemo side of things, I eat food, then I gotta wait 30 minutes and then take the pills twice a day. And so far, I have not felt nauseous or had any weird side effects with that. Hopefully that continues on. I'm not naive because I know this is all cumulative, so I'm sure as the weeks go on, it'll change a little bit. And that's another reason why I'm trying to document it, so I can see just how I do. In the big picture, I wanted to record this here. I'm sitting at my boat. I'm at the marina. I'm in Southwest Florida. It's perfect out. It's sunny. How bad can it be? I'm still here. Everything's really good. And I feel pretty good. So that's the scoop on that. From here, I do another 4 weeks of radiation and chemo pills. Once I'm done with that 6 weeks, I start the other, I call it the juice chemo. They put a thing in your shoulder and they hook you up to a bag, and I guess it goes in like in a drip form. I don't know if I got to do that once a week, once every couple of days. I really don't know yet, but I'm supposed to do that for like 4 months. So this whole treatment is going to be 6 months or so, 5-6 months total. At the end of that 6 months, they're going to do some sort of a colonoscopy deal and take a look, and if they look and they see that the cancer is gone, then great. I'm on this watch and wait kind of a program where I go in every few months. They do some scans and see how it's doing, and that's great. That's where I want to be. If it is there, then at that point they do a pretty invasive surgery. Because of the location of where it's at, it wrecks all your stuff, and you end up with a permanent bag. And the doctor told me that basically 4 out of 5 people that go through this treatment historically end up with the surgery and end up with this bag. 1 out of 5. I said, well, that doesn't sound very good. I really feel like I got a better shot than than 1 out of 5, to be honest with you. I feel like I got a way better shot. It's early. It's not spread everywhere, as far as I know. You know, I'm young enough, I'm fairly healthy enough, and I think we caught it early enough. But that's what I'm looking at. So then last week, I had a CT scan done of my abdomen and my chest. The doctor wanted to make sure that it didn't jump around anywhere. A little side effect with that, at the end of the day, on that day I had my CAT scan, because you have to drink a couple of bottles of this like milkshake deal. It's got dye in it, so you drink a couple of those, and then when you go in for the CT scan, they put the IV in and they pump the rest of the contrast in you. At the end of that night, I got super cold. Like, I was shivering, and we had to put a bunch of blankets on me, a weighted blanket, and it took about an hour and a half for me to settle down out of that. And then once I kind of warmed up, then I just sweated all night. So that was a weird little side effect of the CT scan. But anyway, so the results of that CT scan were that everything was pretty okay. I guess they found a little tiny little spot on my liver, which they indicate that it's most likely benign, and it was too small to measure. So I think that's fairly normal. I talked to a doctor friend of mine. And then the other thing was, I guess there was a little bit of intrusion into my lymph nodes, which I was not aware of. And the oncologist doctor thought that was okay, because we're already treating for that. So they're not going to change the treatment or anything like that. But I guess it was I did not think it was in my lymph nodes, but I guess maybe it is a little, or I don't know. Whatever, they're zapping it anyway. So we'll see how it all works out. I think at the end of all this, I'll probably end up doing a PET scan to make sure that it's not in some other oddball place, or that it's gone. And then I think I do those scans every so often. Well, not the PET scan, but maybe PET scan once a year, but I got to do all these other little scans. And for that, I'm going to go up to Moffitt, because they have better imagery than the local ProScan or whatever the other one is. Radiology Regional for me down here. Anyway, that's the scoop on the old cancer deal. And again, I wanted to do this while I'm sitting on my boat, blue skies behind me, Southwest Florida. It's awesome. So that's it. Hope you guys have a good day, and I'll check back with you. And my next videos, I think, are gonna be of some fishing. So Monday through Friday, I can't go anywhere. I can't go offshore, because I gotta be at this doctor every day for the radiation. But I'm off on Saturday, Sunday. We go to church on Sunday, so I have Saturday. So I'm thinking, if I get a good Friday, Saturday, I'm gonna go out Friday after my treatment, catch some bait, maybe get a couple of guys together and do an overnight trip. That way I want to push offshore 150 miles. I want to try that. I have not gone that far. Typically I go 80, 90, 100 miles offshore if I'm red snapper fishing. And right now red snapper is open every weekend from here to the end of the year. So if I get a good Friday, Saturday, I'll go out maybe at noon, catch bait, and then just push on out to 300 feet, maybe 150 miles, something like that, and just look for new stuff, maybe catch some red snappers. But what I really want to try to do is catch some big grouper of whatever sort. So that'll be hopefully that'll be an upcoming video, if I can catch a couple of good days to where I don't get beat up out there. And that's it. Have a good one.